What's up, dorks? It's H World. I'm Dub, and I'm gonna do a quick spin here. I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get 3 games. I did this before, and I didn't do it off camera. I recorded. I just don't know if I think I put it. Maybe I put it on one. Is it the end of one? And then I tried the games, and I was recording them, and I just didn't like any of them. I wasn't feeling it at all. But that's kind of the point, and then, whatever. Point is, I'm gonna do them. Maybe this will hold me to try harder to play them. But if they're bad, if I don't want to play them, I'm not going to play them. That's just the way it is. So whatever. We're just going to see how it goes and see. Give them some spins. Because I was playing Diablo 2 and I'm just not in the mood for it right now. I don't want to play Diablo 2. Okay, there we go. Gabriel Knight. Alright. Get that doodled down. I don't need to write these down. I'm sure I have a video of it. Oh, snap. Warcraft, eh? Guess now we'll get to find out whether or not it holds up versus Command & Conquer. And here we go. Oh, not Dawn of War. There we go. Eye of the Beholder. That's not a bad batch there. We got a point-and-click adventure, RTS, and then what, RPG, I think. Eye of the Beholder is like a D&D, I think. I honestly don't know, but Beholder. Alright, well, cool. Alright, there we go. So, I'm gonna get these going and then we'll play. Later. See you soon. What's up, dorks? This is I Hate Your World. I'm Dub. And we're playing some more Gabriel Knight. Just started it, so so far it's so far not a lot's happened, but it's cool in the sense it seems a little more serious, which I guess like the Dark Half was as well. Whatever, it's a book, but a little more so than like Monkey Island or something. Which don't get me wrong. I mean, sometimes I get tired of the silliness. Sorry, excuse me. I just powered down a bunch of fish sticks. But Monkey Island that's like they're good. Those are good. They still have some some annoyingly obtuse puzzles sometimes that. Anywho, whatever. We're not gonna go on that. But so far, anyway. Yeah. Restore? Is that the right one? Restore? Game you like to restore? Oh, God. Don't tell me I didn't save. Shit. Well, shit. How did I not save it? Hold on. Oh, there's that. That's... Yeah, skip it. I need... Take a cup of coffee. Let's see here. I need... That's not what I want. I want this, and I went to quit. I did not go to save. Damn it. Let's go. That sweet hair gel. It's flashlight. Nothing. Look at her. That's he's a little saucy too. Oh, Gabriel. Is that his name, Gabriel? I already forgot. Oh man. Well, now I don't know if I'm even gonna show this. Well, damn it. Yeah, I'm not gonna show this. I'm just gonna have to play through this and get back to where I was. Alright, whatever. Okay, well. I said Mark Hamill. Well, now I gotta, damn it. Let's do credits. I saw Detective Movie, Mark Hamill, Leah Remini, Tim Curry. Holy crap! Damn it! See, now I'm wondering if I should do this. Okay, well, shit. I gotta play through the whole thing again. Four. What's up, dorks? This is I Hate Your World. I'm Dub. And I'm doing this again. This is Gabriel Knight. My bad. That even has like a different cover and everything. Okay, hold on. So I was trying it on the normal floppy disk DOS version, and now this is the CD version because I noticed in the credits or whatever, so I was clicking random buttons, like Mark Hamill and Leah Remini and Tim Curry are all voice actors. I was like, oh shit, I need to check this out. So, but also I played for like 2 hours and then forgot to save it. I just quit out. Like I was like, I don't know. For some reason I thought that would save it. It didn't save it. So now I'm going to have to replay it for you guys. And for myself, because I want to see. I dreamt of blood upon the shore of ice that spots it. The lake was smooth and deep and black, as was her scented skin. I don't know why I have to read that. Shouldn't that be... Whap. I'll just pick up this trash, aka newspaper. Man, that's newspaper. Hold on. You gonna talk?
Mm-hmm.
Oh?
I bet. Just a minute. It lives, I see. Do you
Yeah.
want to speak with Lolita?
No.
I'm sorry, but Gabriel is allowed. Oh, I mean, he's out.
Whoa.
Yeah, if he ever comes back, I'll tell him. You know, you could do better. I know I don't know you, but you could do better. Good morning. The phone's been ringing off the hook all morning. Let me know when you want your messages.
Yeah.
Gee, you're lively. Did you have another nightmare last night?
Sort of.
Mm-hmm. I told you it's that voodoo book you're researching. That stuff can seriously screw up your karma.
I'm sure that's it. Maybe I should write a horror novel on passive resistance instead.
So don't sleep. It's your body. Anyway, your handheld tape recorder came today.
Really? Great.
I'm pretty sure it said Gabriel was Tim Curry.
I can't wait to see what human rights you violate with this one.
But she would have been
I can't wait to violate them.
knee deep in
For
Scientology
example,
right now,
if you
right?
just let me-
I don't know when she got in. I thought she was like a
And
lifer
I
until
located some local voodoo references for you.
getting out.
Dixieland Drugstore and the Historical Museum of Voodoo. Both are right here in French Quarter.
How would I ever manage without you?
You? Give me a break. The devil himself couldn't change you.
Well, if the devil had great legs, perhaps. Like yours.
Oh snap!
And a riveting personality, I'm sure. Well, if you need any more research done, just ask. It's not as though we're swamped with customers.
But the other thing I'm noticing is this stuff is like super visible now. Some of these things, like this crap, not so much. But seemingly stuff that's actually interactable. So like, and apparently this cursor is super tiny.
Mind if I borrow the magnifying glass?
No, Sherlock. Just bring it back when we get the next estate shipment.
No problem.
See, I kind of like that too. I think I could turn. I know I can. Oh, this stuff's. I don't know about that. Like, I kind of like the more pixelated look. A little bit. I don't know. I mean, that's all sharper and nicer. Okay, that's what that is. The Sierra logo. I don't know what I thought it was before. Narrator's on. I text off. Like, I know tons of, like, people. See, I wonder if this normal captions in YouTube will pick up what they say. Like, I know a lot of normal, like, let's say normal people, a lot of people have that on constantly. There's something, I feel bad about that. Like, it weakens us. Like, because I stop paying attention to what's being said, and I'm reading, or I'm not watching the scene, I'm reading, and like, I've also heard that it makes them, like, put out lesser quality audio because they can lean on the captions. I don't know if that's...
I'm going to take the tweezers for a bit.
Good. You're beginning to look a little scruffy.
Just trying to make you feel at home.
Gabriel doesn't need the ashtray.
Okay.
Gabriel wouldn't dare touch Grace's oil paints.
Those are her paints? Why would I know that? And who is this random lady talking? Is it Marie Laveau? That's what it is. Marie Laveau, right? At some point here they say something about Laveau, and that's what... Alright, button, click, boom.
I'll take this hair gel. You never know when you'll need a touch-up.
That's so true. Dude.
I might need a flashlight.
Like, could you imagine that, walking around like a giant jar of hair gel constantly? Like in your back, I don't know where you... Because it didn't look like it was a little... Like, hold on, right? This is... Like that? That's not small. Like, even if it was, it'd still be big, like having a walnut in your pocket or something bigger than that. You know, even if it was like a tiny little, like, I'm thinking of like a Carmex jar or something, so, you know, something small. Maybe I'm crazy, but all right, what am I doing? Buttons, skate, play. Yeah, that'll work. I already clicked on, yeah, that's what I said. Since I already played, I'm having to replay this couple of hours because, oh, nope. Chat with the lady. Hold on. Nope, stop. I don't like that. You can't interrupt the... Whatever.
Don't hurry back.
Actually, I need to hurry back. Sorry. Damn it. Anyway, there's two things. Go back in there. I do need to chit chat with you.
Hello, beautiful. It's me.
I wish you wouldn't wear that coat outside in June. I could smell you from here.
He is pretty. Ah, whatever. I don't know. It's like that attitude doesn't work.
Hey, kids.
Bruno, how nice.
Gee, a customer.
Of yours? Hardly.
How's the
Hardly.
flower business?
Well, better than the used book business, I see.
Blooming.
Rare books.
That explains why I so rarely see anyone in here. Are you going to sell me that wonderful painting of yours today?
Probably not. I'm assuming it's this one that said his dad painted it, I think. Okay, last time. Okay. Are you ready to drop dead today? That seems just like straight up mean. Gee, is today the day that hell freezes over? Like that means like they've been clearly they've been going over this before, so that one's like, all right, when hell freezes over, I'll sell it to you. And I clicked that last time and like there's no need to be rude, but I'm gonna click this one this time.
How much would you give me for it, Bruno?
Gabriel, don't you dare sell your father's painting.
Well, I guess I don't need the money that badly.
From the looks of this shop, I'm sure you will, my boy. And soon.
That voice sounds familiar too.
Got a minute, Grace?
What's up?
What can you tell me about voodoo?
I didn't know much of anything about it until you started researching it for your book. Now I know that it's active in the city. There's that shop and museum. It can clearly be dangerous in the wrong hands.
See, I almost want the
You
words
should be
here,
careful investigating
because I'm
it.
used to reading it. Now I...
Tell me about yourself, Grace.
Yeah, right, Knight.
I mean it.
What do you want to know?
Everything.
How come we haven't gone out yet?
I'm still waiting around for that lobotomy. As soon as I get it, I'll let you know.
How do you like working at St. George's Books?
Well, it's not exactly a huge intellectual challenge. Although the math in your record books could confuse Einstein. Still, I love old books, and it's a nice way to pay the bills while I explore the city for a summer. If you ever pay me, that is.
What do you do after work?
Well, I either go to my oil painting class or my Tai Chi. You know that.
You know, you can go overboard with this improving yourself stuff. You don't want to alienate us mere mortals.
I suppose I should just allow my mind and body to atrophy.
Works for me. How old are you?
Old enough to know about men like you.
Just tell me anything at all.
I just got my master's in history and classics. My folks wanted me to go on right away for my PhD, but 18 years of school was enough. I needed a break.
Nothing, I guess. Never mind.
Suit yourself.
Do you have messages for me?
Dana called, and Susie left a message about a lawsuit.
Awesome.
Okie dokie. There's more when you want 'em.
Hold on. I'm gonna talk to her some more. Just... I mean, this whole spiel about...
Got a minute, Grace?
What's up?
Do you have messages for me?
Your grandmother called.
I keep
I mean, I
meaning to
kinda
go
like
there.
that,
What
though.
did she say? Did she sound good?
She sounded great, and we had a nice little chat.
But I don't like it on TV and movies.
Grace.
I don't like watching
Don't
movies,
worry.
especially unless it's like
I
you
can
have
go
to,
into
you know what I
detail
mean?
about your cardinal
A different
sins.
language or something, but if
Not that
it's not,
anything
then
about
I
you
just...
should surprise her.
I
She
don't like it
adores
at
you
all.
anyway.
She's my girl.
But she said to remind you to stop by and go through your father's things.
Okay. Do you have more message?
Here's a strange one. You got a call from someone named Wolfgang Ritter? He told me it was urgent, maybe you should give him a call. Well, fine. Let's just hope he's...
Do you have more message?
Your friend Detective Mosley called.
Especially with you. What do you want?
He left an interesting...
Fascinating.
And that he left some photos for you at the station.
It's about time.
Gabriel.
Now, why?
Because I know you.
A writer has certain obligations.
Gabriel. You know you're...
As long as it's a male pit bull.
That's enough.
No, snap. Like everything, yes. Hitting
Anyway,
on her.
that's all the
Again,
message is.
different time, different place. Like, it doesn't bother me in the sense that she doesn't seem hurt by it, you know, versus now. But it's also like, I understand if you're not into that, but that's also very dependent upon how she feels about the guy. The guy could be, she could not be looking for a date or, you know, whatever, you know, and, but if she is attracted to the guy, then these unwarranted advances, a lot of the times are okay. I say okay, like they're not, she wouldn't be upset with it because she likes the attention from a guy that she wants the attention from. But if she doesn't like the guy, then you know what I mean? So it's not necessarily that what he's doing is wrong. It's just, is he attractive enough to her that it's right or wrong? That she wants or doesn't want it? Because she could, I don't know, she might not at all, and she might just be like, stop fucking talking to me like that. And in that regard, yeah, it's like, well, oh, sorry, just, you're right, shouldn't have done that. But on the side, some girls want that. Some girls want to be pursued that way. Some girls, you know what I mean? Like, so it's not fair to demonize the whole practice. Like, tons of us wouldn't exist if, I mean, how many times have you heard that from a girl? Like, he just wouldn't leave me. He was so persistent, and I finally said okay, and now, you know, there's you and your sister and your brother and your, you know what I mean, kind of stuff. Like, people need convincing sometimes. Like, I don't have a wife, I don't have kids or whatever, and it would take someone pushing me to marry. You know what I mean? Like, it's not to say that it couldn't be great, you know, if I could find a girl that either had a better plan than me, which right now I don't have a good plan at all, so that wouldn't be hard. But like, there's a song, oh man, what's that band? Oh, hold on. It's a chick singer. And hold on, I'm clicking buttons. Doop. Holy biscuits. Alright, do. How come they get more? No, sorry, I'm reading this other thing. No way. Holy shit. Yeah, I was just looking at my job. I was just seeing what other positions are. And for what I do at the store I work at, there's 13 open positions for what I do. It's like, we are that understaffed. And like tons of other people are wanting to quit too. So it's just like, oh man, I gotta get out of here. Shit, what was I looking at? Oh, that song. I almost had it and I lost it again. I'll find it soon enough. It's right here. But it's a good lyric of like, if you could go along with my plan, would you? You know, because it could be great if we work together. And like, that's the thing with having like a partner or something like that, in anything really, but it's definitely with a relationship, you know, and like that's okay. No, it's this one. Yeah. Strong Boy. The band is Strong Boy. It looks like it's all one word, but boy is B-O-I. They have to be so cool. And then the song is Fool Around. And I have two of them here. I have the look, I guess it's not even a video. One's just like a still image, and the other one is them playing it kind of live in a practice room or something. Anyway, but yeah, there's a lyric that she says that's I like that where it's if you could I can't remember exactly what it is, but basically yeah, it's like if you could follow my plan, follow my lead, we could do something really it's like if we were one mind working in the same direction. I'm on board with that. Like that's intriguing, you know what I mean? But other than that, like that's something wrong with me that I was wrong. Like, but when I think about girls anymore, I'll only think about the sexual aspect. But that's also, and then I'm like, why else would I want to talk to you? You know, like what are you going to offer me? And that's such a stupid way to look at it. I mean, they're humans. They have things to think and say and do whatever. There's no reason to act like that. But think that way. And it's also like you'd think you'd get that from like that's how like people that in the 80s on the Sunset Strip or whatever, like I've heard that they let them, at least back when I heard that in the 90s or whatever, that they still live that way and they're still like you can't treat women like that, like they're just purely for sexual gratification. And it's like I don't look at porn or anything. I haven't looked at, let's say I've never have or anything, but like I just like I'm not interested right now. It's like it doesn't mean I'm not attracted to women still, or like I have desires, but it's like what's gonna come of that? That's how I look at it. And in some ways that's holding me in a stupid position. Like I don't want the responsibility of someone else's emotions right now, but also I kind of think that might be exactly what I need, having some other input. Like if I'm wanting new games and new stuff, a new person to learn is probably, that'd probably be a big thing. And if you could find one that you enjoy learning about and then whatever, fall in love with or whatever, like that could be good. That could be a good thing. So I don't know. Okay, I went to these places. I'm curious about this one. Oh, see, is that FMB? That looks like a, well, sort of.
The binoculars.
Oh, you can hear the music in the background?
These binoculars aren't going anywhere without a jackhammer.
That's mounted.
4 pairs
Damn
of
it.
binoculars.
Yeah. Because, yeah, that's what I was going to say. Like, you can hear they're playing music down in each quadrant. Each of these binoculars looks at a different quadrant. See, there's the drummer guy. But it's weirdly that I wonder if that means anything. Anyway, each one of these, that's what I'm saying. The quadrant of that circle, of the park down there, there's all these different musicians playing. And one of them's playing that when the Saints come marching in or whatever. And I think that's the one I need to look at, which is not that one. That was jazz. It was the first one was the African drummer on the ground, which I think he's part of the voodoo that's controlling, because above this one there's a mime. There's the jazz guys. The other one's on the bottom right are the blues guys. Now this is going to be the whatever Saints go marching guys. There's that guy. There's that damn mime. I swear, because normally when people walk by, he reacts to him. And it's like, he looks at me. I think right now, he like waves, he's looking at me. So, there's something going on there. But I feel like he reacted to everyone except this old lady. There's like a kid he kind of followed around. It's like, hey, get away from the kid, you weirdo. There's a lady that he kind of, well, he does something similar to the lady. I wonder if he's going to, see, I wonder if they don't do it, if they... Okay, you're safe this time, kid. Get out of there. Go home. Get a chaperone. Someone watch this kid. Okay, anyway. Alright, there was that. I went to the Voodoo Museum. I feel like none of these yielded me anything. I got that information to go. I went to my games. Bing bong.
Gabriel, I'm so glad you stopped by.
Anytime, game. Anytime. I said that before too.
Sorry,
Like,
it's been a while, Grandma.
we'll get to it in a second.
Not at all. Give us a kiss. Now come and sit down. Tell me how you're doing.
Well, I got this hair gel. It's working out pretty good.
Can we talk, Gran?
Of course, my boy. How can I help?
What can you tell me about voodoo?
Voodoo? What an odd question, Gabriel. Of course, you always were interested in monster movies and all that other weird stuff. You get that from your father and granddad. I don't know anything about it, dear. Of course, it was very big in New Orleans at one time, but you don't hear about it so much these days. Too much else in the world to worry about, I guess.
Like, how long did that take to... I mean, how many animation frames for the mouth and stuff do you need? It's probably, I don't know. I don't know. I would be like 10, but it could be like 30 for all I know. But they really... Yeah, like do you have to manually do each one like that to sync it up? And like, that job would suck.
What do you know about the voodoo murders?
Oh, Gabriel, nothing. And I don't want to. I sometimes wonder what this world is coming to.
What can you tell me about New Orleans?
New Orleans.
New Orleans is very southern. Of course,
New
not
Orleans.
as much as it used to be when I was a girl. It's gotten much more influenced by the East Coast and that California stuff. Still, it hasn't changed as much as other places, I reckon. We've always been happy here.
I was saying that too, like probably, yeah. This is pre-Katrina, right? So they hadn't gone through all that. I don't know how many times though they've had bad storms and stuff. I bet they've had other bad storms, but that was awful, you know. But still, like, people go back, and I was like, yeah, well, people go back to their homes, you know what I mean? Like, if it's your home and that's all you know, because I'm assuming that's the way it is. That I bet the vast majority of the world don't venture away from their home that far from their homes. Like, I'm not the end-all be-all example or anything, but I really haven't. You know, I lived in Oklahoma for a summer. I lived in near Chicago for like a month at a training school, and that's basically it. And I've lived in all the towns around where I grew up, basically. So yeah, I haven't really. I don't have a... But that's the thing too, is this place is really growing and I don't like it, you know? Like she's saying with the California stuff. I'm not trying to knock everyone from California because there's, you know, there's cool people everywhere, but like in some ways, I've noticed that they're trying to change. They have not even tried. They have changed what this was, what this town, what this area was. And it was slower and it still had a lot going for it, but it was like an unknown gem for so long, and now it's not, and they're turning it into what they destroyed, you know, what they came from, what they the hellscape they created. They're doing it again, and it's kind of like it feels sort of like a locust mentality of like, just keep taking, you know, and like that's what you did there. Now look at it, like now you're doing it here. So I was like, I kind of want to get away from that, but it's also, I don't really have anywhere better to go. But I don't know. There's other places though. That's why I keep, like as I said before, I was looking at like New Mexico. Because like I said, I have some weird draw to the desert, but that could be like maybe alleviated with a vacation, like a week trip to somewhere, you know, like I don't know. Because like I said, I'm not... The idea of big giant tarantulas, it's just like, there are technically tarantulas around here, and then definitely around fall when they, I think, I've seen that more in Oklahoma, but where they migrate. So I remember I'd go as like my mom got remarried, her in-laws or whatever. So I never considered them family because I didn't like any of it. But anyway, we'd stay there that's when I lived in Oklahoma, or later, a little after that. But anyway, like, they'd have dogs outside, and you'd come out the next morning, and there'd just be like spider legs everywhere. They just ripped up a bunch of tarantulas. Which, you know, I was like, good, yeah, go ahead, kill them. But that just means there's that many of them running around. It's like, oh, good. That's also the only place I've seen a scorpion. It was a baby. They were a baby scorpion. They were. I say that like I said a scorpion. I don't think I saw two. I think I just saw one. So it was a tiny one. But anywho, I don't know what got me on that. Do we gotta see that?
Tell me about yourself.
Me? Oh, surely you have something more interesting to talk about.
Oh, come on, Gran.
All right, dear. What do you want to hear?
What do you do all day?
You know how I love to knit and work in my garden? I also take long walks. It's the only way to keep an old body like mine from stiffening up.
You're not old.
Oh, don't be foolish. I'm older than the hills.
I was saying that too the first time. I'm like, that's totally correct. You have to walk. You have movement. Like, the world's trying to kill you. The world's trying to seize you, entropy and all that. Not just the world, the universe, you know. And it's like, you have to fight against that physically and mentally. And I don't know that there's a reason for it. You know, that's what I'm saying. It's like, I have a for the longest time, like, I guess I was raised religious, and then I went super atheist, like a lot of people have, and that kind of ruined my life. Like, I just gave up on everything. I'm like, that's what it did for me. You know, and whether it's true or not, that's just awful. Like, that's not good. And like, even when I was telling people my reasons and this and that, I would say, you know, I hope I said it enough. I've at least said it in my head. Hopefully I said it out loud. But like, I don't know any of this, because that's a big stance in atheism of science and stuff like that. Of like, I don't know. You know, I'm not going to claim to know everything, because I don't know everything. I don't know a ton of stuff. I barely know anything. And even what I think I know, I'm probably wrong about. So that could be the same with the atheism stuff. So there's that aspect of it. But like, I just wouldn't, if I was wrong, I wouldn't want to be the cause of leading someone down that path. And it doesn't mean I haven't, you know what I mean? I don't know, but like, I hope not. But either way, there's that going on. What got me on that? Damn it! Like, believe in, don't believe. I wouldn't say I necessarily like believe now, but I do think that the idea of, I don't know why I'm going off on this. She said, I'm older than the hills. Oh, I was talking about entropy and all that. Like, you have to move and fight that mentally. Fight, otherwise, it's like, yeah, it's trying to like squish you in as the gravity and all, you know what I mean? It just feels like everything's trying to and snuff out your light. And in a sense, as far as we know, there's probably more. Like, the universe is too big, I think, to not have more life in it. But as far as we know, we're the only one, at least blatantly known, you know what I mean? It looks like some of the alien stuff, I don't know. Of course, I want to believe that, because that'd be cool. There'd be just more stuff out there, but anyway, but yeah, that means there's like this one candle in the dark. You know what I mean? Like, there's one thing where there's life. It could be that we are the only life in existence. Like, that's crazy. But also, so to not let that be extinguished seems paramount. If you care about light, you know what I mean? Like it's otherwise it's just a black ice cube. Like eventually everything is just gonna expand out into nothing, and then, but also yeah. So it's like if energy and matter or whatever can't be destroyed, where did it come from? You know, you say the Big Bang and all that, but where did that stuff come from? Like, is it the ass end of a black hole from a different universe, or you know, and it's sucking things in and spitting them back out, and that's what just happens. It just keeps reforming, and or like it goes in there and it's like a holding chamber, and then it pops like a zit out into the reality. You know what I mean? Whatever. But or an all-knowing being created it, you know. And then I've heard that argument that is like, given enough time, anything's possible kind of thing. Like if stuff like there could just be brains that are popping into it and out of existence, and the, you know, like the random variables coming together all, you know what I mean, like just bloop. Or like a weird consciousness just like it kind of comes together for a second, like it doesn't know what it is, and then I don't know, stuff like that. But either way, either option of it being a creator, or you're just, this all just happened, we just happened to develop into a way we can kind of understand stuff and talk about it and be on the same page, sorta. I think those are both crazy. Like those are almost equally crazy. That's why in some ways what I would be classified as would be good lord, I can't talk. I would be an absurdist, because it's all crazy. Like it doesn't make sense. But then, you know, again, that'd be the other side of it. If it could be simulation and all that. And then that was the one I didn't know about. Like I always thought the simulation was like we are the program, and then I've heard other people just talk about it like the Matrix, you know, that's the simulation and we're really alive somewhere. But I don't know, that didn't make as much sense to me. Anyway, see what Grant has said. Oh, I said that about her too, that it's like I prefer when women, like I have a lot of gray hair, and I've had people since the early 2000s be like, you can color your hair if you want.
Tell
like,
me about before you met.
Well, that's the
Brandon.
point. What's the point of fighting?
You know I was born Rebecca Wright.
That kind of, like, I got it either from my genetics or from smoking, and I was gonna smoke no matter what. Yeah, I could, but whatever. It's gonna go gray eventually, unless you just keep coloring it over and over forever.
He didn't much let me out of his sight.
I don't really care.
Tell me how you met.
But for her to age, you know,
I met Harrison
normal. I guess normally, whatever. They still put on makeup, and I bet if no woman wore makeup, whatever, there'd still be people making babies. You know what I mean? Like that's not gonna stop people from having sex.
Me and my girlfriend Alma. And at one point, old Reverend Jim was flinging his
Like-
hair around with his fire and brimstone annex, and a piece of it, one of those small add-on do's for man, went flying off. I swear.
I see, we're
Harrison
talking
and
about
I
it right there,
almost
like-
noticed. We both started
I will say
laughing
that I am a little.
and
I haven't lost. It's not totally, but I am thinning or receding hairline pretty hard lately, and I think that's from the overnight work where I get enough vitamin D or something, or I'm eating poorly. Man, I gotta figure out my eating situation. Like I can't, for some reason, like the idea of cooking stuff just makes me want to throw up. Like I don't want to do this. I cook some eggs and like a ham steak. I cut it up and put it in there. And I was like, well, I'll freeze them, and then because if I could like the kind of meal prep stuff and reheating that and eating it, and it's like this isn't good. I don't like this. And I broke one of my containers doing it because if they froze a lot harder than I expected. But anyway.
How you feeling these days?
Like I'm either need to go like full on. I'm gonna try to eat healthy, but I was eating chicken and that rice and vegetable crock potty stuff, and I feel like that was making me sick because it was. I'd eat it for like 4 days. That's probably pushing the limits, but still, like if I have to cook every day, which you know, what a problem to have. You know, so many other people like, can I eat more than once a week? And I'm like, ugh, I have to eat every day. And I have to make it myself. I can afford to buy it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just, boo-hoo for me, you know.
Just tell me anything at all.
But like, I just can't. I
had
don't.
your father when I was 22.
I don't want to eat, and like I
Doctors told
am
me I couldn't have
losing.
any more
I've already
after him,
lost
so
almost
I'm
10
afraid I
pounds,
spoiled
and
him rotten.
like I don't have 10 pounds to be losing.
Oh, nothing. Never mind.
All right, dear.
Tell me about our family.
Yeah, that's the other one.
Who would you like to hear about? Your granddad, your father, or your mother?
Tell me something about
Your granddad immigrated to America when he was 20. He worked his way through school, met Mary.
Tell me something about...
Your granddad supported me and your father with bookkeeping.
Anyways.
What, though?
See, that's why. Yeah, I went through and
Every
commented on all of this. That's
minute.
why.
Didn't really like bookkeeping one
That's
bit.
like, yeah, like
Maybe that was why he had the worst luck with jobs. The nights he'd come home afraid to tell me he'd lost another. And I would tell him. It didn't matter to me. But he felt ashamed, Gabriel.
Tell me something about...
Harrison was only 36 when he died. Your father was 8 years old at the time.
that's the thing.
Your grand
Get hit by a car,
took me nearly
He
a
died.
year to believe he was really gone.
I'm sorry, Gran.
and then his dad died when he was 8.
Dear.
When Gabriel was 8. Blah blah. This is the one that gets
Tell
me
me about
something.
Your mother was Margaret Templeton when your father met her. She was beautiful.
Tell me about...
Your mother's family refused to give her money after the marriage. The remainder of your mother's trust fund became yours when she died.
Tell me about...
The Templetons are all gone now. Every...
Tell me about my...
I don't know what...
Tell me about...
Oh,
Your
maybe
father
it's this
was
one.
my own. Philip suffered from terrible nightmares, just like
Oh,
your granddad
yes?
did.
Mhm.
Since you're so interested in family history
okay.
these days, why don't you go by St. Louis Cemetery now?
Maybe I
Mhm.
will.
Maybe I will, Grandma.
Tell me about...
When Philip met your mother, it was love at first. You have your father's way with women, Gabriel.
Blush. That's what it's a goosh, but that is. I was like,
You know...
breeze
you get
blowing down the
prettier
hallway
every
at her
time
age,
I
I
see
bet.
you.
Oh, you.
I'd knock the cobwebs off though. She's a looker.
Have you baked any of your incredible molasses pies lately?
Molasses pie.
But you let me know when you want some, and I'll whip up half a dozen.
Like that, like yeah, she enjoys. Like I know that like my brother likes cooking and like, but he's done. That was his job early on. Like he worked at a card shop and then he restaurants, and then I think after college he did whatever other stuff. Now he works at as a manager at a big factory, you know. So he makes a good living, but he likes to cook, you know what I mean? Like that, my dad was a chef. And like, I think it's where he gets that, you know. But like,
You've lost weight. Are you courting a new man?
Oh, Gabriel, don't
That's,
be silly. You know there'll never be anyone
I
but
don't
your
know.
granddad for me.
the only thing I've ever been able to like, it's not the only thing I've ever been able to cook that was decent. Like, it's like these like really good grilled cheeses that people were like, these are the best I've had. And last time I tried to make one, like it sucked. Like I did it wrong or something. I don't know. Like how did I mess up a grilled cheese? I was doing this when I was 8. Better than I can do it when I'm 38. And then but I was decent at it's like I get worse. Like I was decent at deviled eggs, and then for some reason it's gotten worse over time. They've gotten my recipe or my mix. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. That I don't know. Like I just don't cook. It's also I have a low tolerance for failure. Like there's certain things I know it. You know what I mean? I know that you have to fail to get better. Like no one just
Granny
starts
might
off.
get worried
Generally,
if Gabriel started rambling to thin air.
I'm going to go up to the attic, Gran.
Be careful of the dust.
yeah, it's some scary dust.
I think I'll take Daddy's sketchbook with me.
Yeah.
It looks pretty.
Damn it.
I don't think there's anything in that trunk that would interest anybody but my gran.
Then why would I?
Handsome, isn't he? Handsome. The trunk contains some old clothes, including a pair of leather shorts,
Leather
Aren't those called
shorts.
lederhosen?
Oh.
serious hiking boots, more of Harrison Knight German book,
Just what I need.
and a bundle of letters. Love letters between Harrison and Rebecca.
Anybody here? I don't think.
Well, okay. That's a weird. Whatever. Derp and derp. Blue.
That clock has been in the Wright family, Granny's family, for centuries.
All right, Grandma. I'm out. That was one thing, yeah, because he calls him granddaddy, and I don't think about that. If it's possible, but I don't know. For me, it was whoever was, and everyone's different. I get that, but like for me, it was everyone was. It was either grandma or grandpa, grandma or grandpa, and then whatever the last name added to it. Where like my sister-in-law, she makes them say her father is grandpa, and then my dad to my nieces and nephews are granddad. You know, like I don't know why. They're separate names, so then they don't. It's not. I don't think it's granddad and my last name. You know what I mean? It's, I don't know. And then I had a buddy that was his. I think they were German. And they were like Oma and Opa is what he called. He went by. I'm sure that's the term in that language in German, but whatever. If it was German, but
Well, Gran, I better get going.
All right, dear.
now she's alone again. I guess she said she had. I didn't click on all those. I think once she says she has like friends down the and on the words in the neighborhood and stuff like that she can talk with. And what do you got? I haven't been here yet, so this will be new. Vroom.
Got a second, officer?
What can I do you for?
Voodoo.
What can you tell me about voodoo?
Me? Nothing. I'm a Catholic boy.
What do you know about the voodoo murders?
I'm not allowed to give out information on police cases.
What about?
What can you tell me about New Orleans?
I'll tell you, I'm glad as hell it's not Mardi Gras. If it weren't for that 1 month a year, being a cop in New Orleans would be a real pleasure. As it is, I'd rather stick behind this desk.
Tell me about yourself.
Who, me? I'm the Desk Sergeant Frick, why?
Frick?
That's right. You got a problem with that?
Not at all. I'm here to see Detective Mosley.
He's out of the crime.
Oh, damn it!
About Detective Mosley.
That happens.
I told you, he's not here.
So I gotta go to the crime scene. But yeah, it's like I'll just be sitting there, and all of a sudden, like I've got my hand on the mouse, and I just right click. It's just like my hand just goes click.
I was supposed to pick up some photos from Detective Mosley at the front desk.
Is that right? And who are you?
My name is Knight.
Gabriel.
Knight.
Yeah, I got something for you, all right. Soon as you're done talking, I'll give it to you.
I wonder if it's a kiss.
About?
I told you.
All right.
Here's that envelope for you, Gabriel Knight.
Thanks, sir. Bing, bing, bong, boom. So I got this. Can you like do any?
Those two objects would have no effect. The envelope has Gabriel's name written on it, misspelled. Gabriel opens the manila envelope and finds 2 photographs. One of the photos from Moseley is an official voodoo murders crime. One,
Okay.
those two. The photograph of Moseley was apparently taken upon his graduation from the
What other?
The photo of Moseley reads, "Cop nerd," to Gabriel's eyes. The murder photo has not.
Open look. I can't talk to it.
The photo. Gabriel doesn't want to open that jar
It'll
until
get all
he's
over
ready to use the
everything.
head. Believe it or not, the flashlight does not open. It's a
disposable. I don't know if I've ever seen a disposable flashlight that can't be opened. I've seen, well, like I know maybe the like the ones you can shake.
The magnifying glass is an expensive one with an inlaid jade handle. Gabriel can see that just. Those two.
Oh snap! Yeah, I was saying like his dad was an artist or something. Drew some like just dark stuff and like, why don't you draw some landscapes, son? I can't. I have to draw the devil.
Images haunt the pages of Philip Knight's sketchbook, the way they must have haunted his mind. The images touch a deep chord in Gabriel. So familiar are they. Images haunt the image.
I mean, what we got here? We got the. Can't remember who. If that's. It's Robert Plants, I think, is the feather. Jimmy Pages is Zoso, right? So is this. Is it John Bonham or. Is it John Paul Jones? That's all I can think about with that. That or Nurgle. I don't know. It's Demon and Snakes. Tiger, Snake, Lion. Amulet. I don't know.
Images.
Okay. Let's. We're done. We're done with that. Thanks, mister.
It's an
Sure is. Can I talk to this chick?
Gabriel can't do anything with the office.
Fair enough. Then let's beat our feet. Get to step. I'm just gonna let myself back there. Don't you worry.
No one goes back there until I say so, mister.
That voice sounds
Sorry.
familiar. Some cartoon character. Oh crap, I said he was at a murder scene and then... To the cemetery. Number 1. Oh, hello. What's this voodoo nonsense all about?
The marks are reddish in color and reminds Gabriel of crosses. They look like they've been here a few days at least. Near the Laveau tomb is a piece of red brick. Undoubtedly a cast-off from spiritual graffiti writers.
Bro, get back here, mister. I was gonna say something to you. Shit.
This is the tomb of Marie Laveau. Odd-looking marks. A stone angel stands silently before a tomb. The marble angel is heavier.
Can I push it?
The marble...
No. I've got to talk to the groundskeeper. Right.
I'm sorry to bother you.
Yeah? What can I do for you?
Mind if I pick your brain a minute?
Go ahead. These folks ain't in no hurry.
What can you tell me about voodoo?
They say it was part of an old religion from Africa, brought here by slaves.
What do you know about the voodoo murders?
Ain't it just awful, them finding those bodies with voodoo things around them? I don't think there's any real voodoo going on. Somebody's trying to cover their tracks is all.
What can you tell me?
I don't really care to talk about it.
What can you tell me about New Orleans?
Seem like everybody want to visit New Orleans at least once in their lives. And they love the cemetery tours. I see tourists in here every day of the year.
Tell me about yourself.
My name is Toussaint Gervais. I'm the watchman here at St. Louis number 1.
What exactly do you do here?
Oh, I keep the place tidy, cause, but a big part of my job, too, is looking out for the grievers, you know. People come to pay their respects, and they need looking out for. Sometimes they so grief-bound, they don't know what they doing.
It's Alan. Is it Alan Toussaint? Let me double check that one. I'm pretty sure it is. He's done at least a few big songs, but the one I like the best is Southern Nights. Yeah, Alan Toussaint. Yeah. But check that one out. Southern Nights, but and that's the version I love because I think it feels more like summertime to me. But there's also a Glenn Campbell one, which I'm not a fan of, but Glenn Campbell is an amazing guitarist, man. That dude's really good. It's more like kind of country rock as opposed to, and it's okay, but I don't know. I like the Alan Toussaint one way better.
Tell me about yourself.
That's about all they...
Tell me something about...
You know why the dead are buried in tombs, not in the ground, don't you?
Because they'll float
The
away.
table's too high. Them coffins would float right out of their graves. Them dead would go floating right down into the water. Cause if it were Mardi Gras, nobody'd even notice.
Tell me some...
It's a historical place. People buried in here from the Civil War and back further too. Take a look around, you'll see.
Tell me something about St.
Just look around, You get the feel of the place.
the Wright family tomb. Several of Gabriel and Grant's family members are laid to rest here.
In the Wright family? Are there the Wrights and the Knights? I forgot to look at what his mother's maiden name was. Or not to look, but pay attention. I could look that up. Grandma.
Tell me about my mother.
Your mother was Margaret Templeton when your father met her. She came from a She was beautiful.
Yeah.
Tell me about...
Your mother's family refused the remainder of your mother's trust fund.
Tell me about...
The Templetons are all gone now.
Yeah.
Every
It's Templetons, not whatever gibberish I just said. The Wrights. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm missing it. Alright, what do we... Can I go more that way? More cemetery? How big is this damn cemetery? I wonder if all these places I've been to have like several rooms I can interact with.
A stone angel leans down to gaze at something unseen. Most of the plaster has fallen away over the years to reveal an angel draped dramatically over a stone plinth marks the entrance to a large tomb. The imposing tomb is elaborately labeled Gede. Two enormous vases flank the front of the Gede tomb. This old tomb has a sword carved into the stone below the name of the deceased.
That all the walking I get?
The tomb is...
Let's look. That was like, I grew up by a cemetery and there's
This tomb is smaller.
mausoleums and stuff. We'd go in them sometime and this is weird. I don't know, there's weird like red sand on the ground sometimes. I never knew what that was all about. I mean, can I pick that up or? Guess so.
These would No, thanks. These would seriously clash with my...
Yeah, I guess that's that. I feel like I went to these places and didn't really get anything out of them. I guess I can double check them, but...
Hi. Look around all you want.
Okay, thanks.
It's a basket for donation to the Free Museum. A wooden doll with horns is on the back table.
Looks like Jack Nicholson.
Cause yeah, I think I said the other one, but I think this came out 90. When I looked it up, this came out in 93 as well. So it's like everything I'm playing, it seems like come out in 93. I don't remember it being particularly great year, but there was apparently good games, good music. I think everything. I think Stone Temple Pilots came out then. 4, I think. I don't know, that early 90s, man, there's some really good, you know, like even it was like late 80s, 89. It was almost 1990. It's like November, December of 89, I think is when Pretty Hate Machine by Nine Inch Nails came out, and I didn't hear that until the 90s, so in my mind it's a 90s album, and it basically is, you know, but and it's also to say, like, I have this weird like cutoff point, you know, it's 89, that's an 80s, that's 80s music, you know, like not really, you know, like why would you be like that? Like there's transitionary time for, you know what I mean, like it's like as soon as it turned 1990 that the world changed, even though I think it was 1990 that the Tom Savini Night of the Living Dead remake came out, and I love that. I like that one better than the original, but it's probably because I saw it first. But I dig it. Talk to this chick.
Could I ask you a few questions?
I wouldn't be much help. You should talk to Dr. John, the owner. He'll be back tomorrow.
I see. Thank you.
I guess I'll see you tomorrow.
The doorway is all...
Oh, well then walk out of it. Jeez Louise. That's, I don't know, some of this is... Yeah, I wonder if it'd be better if like did I say this out loud, or I just think if you were to click it, and it like on items and things, and it would give you the options possible. You know, if I click on the door, it's either close, open, close, or leave, instead of having to click open, close, or leave out of a box of things. Out of a box. It's puberty's pretty rough. Man, I'm getting tired.
Hi.
That's one way to respond to someone.
The sign say, Special Saint Jean Eve, Lagnappe, free bottle of lover come back to me oil, or master gambling oil, with every purchase over $50.
Lagnappe. My French is lousy, but everyone in New Orleans knows what that means. A little something extra.
Yeah, I didn't know what that meant, so I had to look it up, because I'm not from New Orleans.
Mind if I ask you?
Ask what you want.
What's the significance of St. John's Eve?
It's the biggest night of the year in voodoo.
What goes on exactly?
I couldn't say.
Come on.
What's the significance?
I've said all.
Okay.
This is a novelty.
What do you know?
Cabri Sancour.
What did you say?
Nothing. Those killings have nothing to do with my shop, monsieur.
What can you tell me about New Orleans?
The Capri
I've
Sands,
lived here all my life.
whatever
me.
it was, it's like goat without, cause sands is without, right? It's goat without horns or something like that.
Do you think
These are novelties, curiosities. If people want to think they're magic, it's not my concern, you know.
What did you mean when you said
I didn't say that.
You
did?
You heard wrong, monsieur. I said no such
Say
thing.
monsieur, but with the k. Because I looked that up and it's saying that's the informal monsieur. But it's not like UER or whatever, so that's, I don't know. Whatever.
Tell me about yourself.
My name's Willie Walker.
Tell me, how did...
Why should I discuss my business?
Tell me,
Why should I...
Alright. That's... Yeah, so about the same. I went to that church. I didn't see anything. Let's go check out this mime up close and personal. Oh, now there's the cop. He wasn't here last time. Who? Oh, it's me. I was like, who's this character?
Could I ask you a few questions?
Not now, buddy. I'm busy.
I should have noticed that. Thanks.
Yeah, right.
Anyone seen Joe?
The other park visitors are enjoying their leave.
Alright, fine. Just thought I'd try. Jeez, though. That's the jazz band, blues band, jazz band, big band. Oh, here's this character.
Interrogating a mime with...
Why, you nasty thing, you. I'll call the police, I will.
There's one right over there, lady. I'd get him over here, but he's kind of a jerk. Run, kid. Got to get mimed. Oh, here we go. We got the late. Oh, is he gonna get the... Oh, he's gonna mess with him, huh? Oh, I'm a big strong guy, huh? Oh,
White-faced geek! You wanna eat my fist?
yeah, what kind of psycho is a mime? Like... this kind, apparently. That love to be in the number when the saints go marching in. Oh, crap.
Hey, stop picking on me. I'll tell my dad.
Now I'm gonna gingerly saunter over here at snail's pace. Go! Serious? Or is he gonna... no? Boom, boom, boom. See, I thought he was controlling the mime with his off-kilter voodoo drums, but I don't know.
Gabriel doesn't want to take that out of the park.
You never know. You don't know what Gabriel wants. Gabriel does what Gabriel wants.
Anyone seen Joe?
Well, I feel like I've been everywhere but the church. Double check this again. There's grand. What we got here? Nope, that's the old Mississippi.
Please select your destination.
Don't tell me how to.
Please select.
I did. Okay. Well, just to cross it off the list, make sure. I know I went in here and felt like... But I didn't exit that way. Okay, now he's like booking it. Oh, that's just leaving. Rack.
The closet shelves are stocked. In other words, not just... It's a picture of Christ. A crucifix adorns the wall. Green candles. Could that mean something?
Probably not.
This small nook must be used as a ready... The vase at...
Looking good.
I love my house.
Any quarters?
A padded red bench provides seating.
So last time I went in here, and I got blessed. Might as well do it again.
The confessional is empty.
What?
And then...
Oh, now he's there.
Could you give me a...
Do you feel...
You wouldn't believe me if I...
All right, if it will comfort you.
The priest blesses Gabriel to the confessional.
Peace be with you, son.
Thank you.
I'm just curious, what if I go in this one? Oh, something totally different. Oh, come on.
The confessional is empty.
May I help you?
Can I ask you if you...
The confessional is not the best place for interviews, son.
I understand.
Is there...
I'd like...
All right.
I've had a lot...
A lot? More than 10?
Yes, Father.
Ooh.
More than 20?
Yes, Father.
More than 40?
Yes, Father.
Son, I don't think this is a matter for a priest. I think you need a good therapist.
Yes, Father.
Is there anything?
Nope,
Goodbye.
that's it. So I am not Catholic, so I don't really know, but like when you confess, you're just confessing, but you have to like... You have to be repentant before he would give you like Hail Marys and all that. Like you have to feel bad about it, like, which he clearly doesn't, so there's no point in repentance of pretending to repent if you don't actually repent, I guess. Oh. There's a bar over there.
Hello, beautiful. It's me.
The excitement of seeing you is killing me.
So far, tweezers, and I got some pictures, I guess.
Got a minute, Grace?
What's up?
Do you know what... Could you do so...
Sure. What?
I can't think of anything.
I can't think...
Okay.
Just
Do
kidding.
you have message...
Nope.
Oh crap. Can I sleep? Is that what I gotta do? Like, I did a bunch of looking a bit. I did not go to the bar though, so that might be the one thing holding me back. Go through the damn door.
Gabriel might as well leave that here.
The bed? Yeah.
Gabriel, that doesn't It's Gabriel's bed.
Oh, it is. There's the use button. Excuse me.
It's no use. I can't sleep.
Well then. Might as well go drink. At least check out the bar. I don't see anything that's like, oh, you can do that, and blah, 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 blah.
See you later.
Have fun.
Yeah, I thought it said my cop buddy was it dinged, like maybe he was at a crime scene I could go check out, but if so, I didn't see it. I didn't see it, man. Ow, what the? Like, man. Okie dokie. Let's talk to the bartender.
Could I ask you a few questions?
Sure. I'm not too...
What can you tell me about voodoo?
Voodoo? I don't believe in it myself. I invented a drink once called Laveau's Tomb, but it wasn't very popular. Some people do believe, though. Even some of our regulars here at Napoleon House.
What do you know about...
It's all over the papers.
What do you...
They say a lot of voodoo stuff is...
What do you...
Everybody's talking about them.
What can you tell...
Greatest city in the world.
What can you tell...
This city must get 1 million tourists.
What's the...
All I know is it's some...
Does the...
You know what go...
I don't think it's a drink.
Oh. Then I probably don't know anything about it.
Tell me about you.
A good bartender listens to other people's life stories without telling his own.
And then, yeah, I said that of like a therapist. Like how rough that must be to only hear, you know, same as like a cop. Like a cop always shows up with bad stuff generally. So they're always dealing with bad things. And that's what I heard it from Stephen King, which I assume is true, that a lot of cops, and I don't know if it's when they retire or what, but they end up unliving themselves because they're all the horrible, I'm assuming because of all the horrible stuff they've seen, and maybe too because they've tried to live a life of service in some way. Some of them, you know, some of them, I don't know what it's like to be a cop, you know, because there's a lot involved, like stuff you need to know, I guess, to be a good cop. I guess you can be a bad cop and not know everything you need to know, not do everything right, but be a good cop, you know, it seems like there's a lot, and that would take a toll on you. But also, yeah, like I said, see all the crazy stuff. Same with like people that like YouTube, the moderators or whatever, that have to watch, like comb through all the content to make sure it's not awful. But surely they have a bunch of AI doing that now, right? Like, I don't know. Oh, that sounds terrible. I heard that was awful for people. What else? Yeah, because a buddy's buddy is a detective, and that's what I think. I don't know if he switched positions or did something else, whatever. Because yeah, he was like, I'm sick of just seeing awful crashes and murders, and not saying a whole lot of murderers, but just I guess some. I'm trying to think about that. Like, not a whole lot though, but still, just I guess like just bad stuff. Probably more crashes and stuff. I don't think there's a whole lot of murders around here.
What can you tell me about your...
This crowd, the ones you see, are mostly regulars. That guy and girl in the corner come here a lot. When they're not fighting, they're all... In other words...
Tell me about...
A good bartender listens to other people.
Tell me...
A good...
Just curious.
What?
See those old guys at the chess table? That's Sam. And Marcus?
20 every day going to the
They played
bar
every
for
day
20.
for
Like,
20 years. Sam, the one with the purple jacket,
always
he's lost
lose.
every one of those games. It's not that he's a bad player. I've seen him beat guys twice as good as Marcus. But Marcus has Sam so psyched out, he loses his nerve every time. By the way, Sam, the chess player, he's into that voodoo stuff. He's always talking about spells, Greekery and stuff.
Really? Thanks. Tell me about this.
I like music as much as the next guy, but like that drummer right outside. They say there's been I like drums, but this character really, it sounds like the same thing over and over. I just want to say, enough already.
Enough.
Sounds like my life.
That's why I was talking about that. Oh, it's the same thing, but it's called, it's misophonia. I feel like, I don't know if it's just, check it out. There's two things that made me think of, but let's see what it says. Misophonia, strong reaction to specific sounds. So maybe it is. Maybe that's exactly what I was going to say. Sounds such as dripping water, chewing, snapping gum, or repetitive noises such as pencil tapping. People with misophonia become irritated, enraged, or even panicked when they hear the trigger sounds. Treatment might involve therapy or lifestyle recommendations, such as using sound protection or creating noise-free zones. So that's not really... That's just like pushing the problem away, it seems like. If you're... No noise in here, you know, like, shouldn't you have to, like... What's it called? Exposure therapy? I don't know if that's what Google didn't say that's what should happen, but... Sorry, I'm just looking at this crappy mattress I bought. It seems pretty crappy. Anyway, but yeah. So I was like, I know people that like scratching styrofoam will drive them up a wall, and like that doesn't bother me at all. But at my grandma's, there was this just chain on the wall, like old towing kind of chain or whatever, hanging there. If you kind of just pick up the dangly part, just the chain links in your hand, kind of just pick them up. The noise it would make is like this dull metal clacky, it wasn't a clanking, ringing sound. It's real dull and just, it made me want to throw up. Like, I don't know why. But yeah, there's other sounds, and things where it's just like, if it just keeps happening, it starts making you more and more immediately aggravated. And just, anyway, Sam and voodoo.
So what has Sam told you?
Well, about 50 years ago, Sam was too shy to talk to this pretty girl he was in love with. He went to a voodooine and had her make him a love charm. It was a little pouch that he had to bury under the girl's front porch. Well, he buried the pouch, and the next day, he went up and talked to the girl. And, sure enough, she didn't reject him. Now she's his wife. Poor guy.
See, I wonder if that kind of stuff, because that'd be, to me, that's like magician stuff where you go in there and you meet a magician it was I think a James Randi thing I saw. And he'd be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna meet you here. And when he gets there, he'd perform some trick, like have the waitress bring him a spoon or something, and he bends it and melts it or what, you know what I mean? Like makes it fall apart. But he had already been there for 2 hours and like set it all up, made sure he was there before he got it. And like, I'm gonna give you $50 to bring me this specific spoon. If you don't get the money, and or whatever, you know what I mean, kind of stuff. Like it's really set up and you just don't know that. So in that regard, if the voodoo charm or whatever, if you were the proprietor of the voodoo shop, what's his face? I already forgot what it was called. Willie Walker? So I can't remember if that was his name or not. Anyway, then you would ask who the person was that you're going to use the potion on. I need to know a name. I need a mailing address or something, so that you could call them and be like, hey, this guy's going to plant a love charm around you. So just letting you know he really cares about you. He really likes you. He's just nervous to talk to you. And then that might, lead her to go, okay, I'll give him a shot. And maybe not. I don't know. I'm saying that could happen. And then he'd be like, oh, the love potion actually worked. Now tell other people and they'll come here and stuff like that. Okay.
Excuse me. I hate to interrupt your game, but could I ask you a few questions?
But game! This isn't a game, it's a slaughter!
He's right, you know, so let me die in peace, would you?
What about you?
Sorry to bother you, but could I...
I'm not that chatty.
No, you old bastard.
Besides, I'm busy sucking poor old Sam dry.
Ah, you're a real sweetheart, Marcus, you bastard.
Bastard.
Can I ask you...
Sure. You want to know my son?
On second thought, I don't think you could help. Forget it.
You're dumb. I gotta go.
Can I ask...
I'm here to relax.
Right.
My bad. Doodaloo. That was the thing. I was clicking these and it's like, there's oils all over the thing. I'm like, weird, because it looks like paintings. I was like, oh, an oil painting. I'm a dope. Alright, now I have been everywhere. I thought.
Hello.
Oh,
Oh boy, party time. Guess I need to re-talk through the desk search. Detective
I'm
Mosley.
here to see Detective Mosley.
He's out of the crime. Right.
It just says he's not here. I thought it blinged like it. Yeah, whatever.
Tell me
Right?
about yourself.
Who, me? I'm the... That's right.
Yeah, that is that's some cartoon character. That's right. Yeah. Yeah. He's a bad guy or something. Got anything good looking?
Got a minute? Do you have
nope.
Could you...
Sure.
I can't think of...
Okay.
Tell me about...
What else do you...
Just...
I just got my master's in history and classics. My...
Nothing I...
Suit yourself.
Do you know...
I've told you all I know.
I can't sleep and come back for Dr. John in the morning, then
It's no use. I can't sleep.
I use the phone. Maybe I should type stuff. Oh. I can use the phone. Just... Was there so much crap?
Gabriel never has figured out how to operate the
894.
Hello,
Yep.
St. Genevieve's Wedding Chapel. How may I help you?
Boy, do I have the wrong number. Sorry.
That's perfectly all right. Goodbye.
Just type some stuff up in my invisible
Writer's block.
typewriter.
all the shelves do is hold books. Several dozen books, including a few Mardi Gras mementos. The wastebasket.
Gabriel, shut the refrigerator, please. I could smell it from here.
Women.
Wham. Why don't you quit being such a slob? That's the thing, too, is one thing being a slob, but then being a slob in like a superhuman, sweaty place where you just stink and sweat and slob and stink and sweat and slob. And that's just gross. Okay. Do I have any phone numbers? I don't Can't recall if I do or don't. I don't think he was like, hey, call this person. Bartender said one of the chess players knew about voodoo stuff, but they wouldn't talk to me. The Watchman. Who the hell's the Watchman? Willie Thing. Grandma. Grace. Grace is my receptionist. Where was the Watchman? Yeah, the cemetery dude. He's like, look around.
Tell me something about St.
You know why the dead are buried in tombs?
Yeah.
Tell me something. Tell me something about.
It's a historical place. People buried in here from the...
Tell me something.
Just look around. Just look around. You get the feel of the place.
I mean, it's saying... I thought I looked around decently, but apparently not.
Today's newspaper. Times-Picayune, dated June 18, 1993. The article says that the victims are all identified as police claim the so-called voodoo trappings found at the crime scenes are fake, a scare attack. Gabriel also scans the Aquarius. Potential storms ahead.
New this time. Well, good at that ding dong a doons. Got some.
Gabriel can see that just fine without. Gabriel can see that. Gabriel got the flashlight free in the mail when he ordered a magazine subscription. It works. The jar contains frou-frou hair gel. Gabriel looks fondly at his father's sketchbook. It's a piece of brick. The tweezers from the bookshop are an old... The photograph of Mosley. Those two objects. The murder photo has one of the photos from Mosley.
Can't tell if there's a gunshot or like something in it. I opened that up, I remember, and it was...
Images haunt the page. The images touch a deep chord in Gabriel.
Okay.
Cute gargoyle, eh?
I don't see anything else to click.
I've got some things I need to do.
Uh-huh.
New Orleans is famous for its above-ground tomb. The name Ross is inscribed. This tomb almost looks...
But I wouldn't want to...
Vases seen. Food, trinkets, and more unsettling things have been left at Marie Laveau's tomb. As often...
A marble snake. Now that...
The old man is apparent... An angel with a cross stands. Here and there in the cemetery strike. A stone angel the marble angel, the marble angel. Gabriel doesn't.
Yes, I do. Disturb everything.
The Wright family tomb. Several of vases seem to be a favorite decoration. An odd monument highlights one gravesite. It looks vaguely reptilian. A statue of a small child clings to a cross atop the Wright tomb. A wrought iron fence surrounds. Gabriel doesn't want to disturb that. Gabriel has no reason. Gabriel does. A grinning grotesquerie tops
Grotesquerie, that's a cool word.
Cemetery fence.
Grotesquerie.
It's locked shut. There's a small... The plate is locked in position. There's a keyhole. That doesn't work on the...
Okay. Just checking. Just checking. So, I need...
Most of the... With a few exceptions, moving the vases would not... Moving the vases would not... The tomb... The head...
There could be a key under the vase.
The tomb... Gabriel... The vases don't function. Two enormous vases flank the front of the Getty. With a few exceptions, these tombs are all beginning to look alike.
Okay, so I need the key. Where the hell do I get the key? And how do I get rid of...
That item cannot be read. Those two objects. That item can...
I still have the tweezers out. There's something here I can tweeze or...
There's nothing to use the tweeze. There's nothing to use the... There's nothing to... This tomb is... A stone angel leans down to gaze at something unseen. The tomb is much. The marble denizens of the graveyard stare black. There's nothing to use. The Gabriel does. Gabriel. Another ancient family tomb of the type St. Louis Cemetery is famous for. A stone angel. Gabriel doesn't want.
Yes, he does.
The tomb.
Is there anything in here that
The heavy.
there's down to something unseen? I don't know what that means.
The tomb.
Huh. Okay. Okay, so I need a key. I'm looking for a key at some point.
These would seriously...
Vases see. Gabriel doesn't want. Gabriel has. The tomb is sick. The tomb is. Gabriel does.
Well, damn it, now I need to go. I did it already.
The tomb is closed.
If I want to open...
Gabriel doesn't want.
Okay, alright. What is this?
The tomb door is.
Oh man. What am I missing? Walk around. I found a keyhole. Now I need a key. Where would I find a key to the Getty family thing? You know what I mean? The tomb.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Mind if I...
Go ahead.
Tell me...
Just look around.
Tell me.
That's about it.
The old man is a. The old man wouldn't have. The old man would. Seeing as how this is a cemetery.
I thought maybe he's got a key in his trash can. I don't know.
Food, trinkets, and more. Food, trinkets, vases, St. Louis Cemetery. Food.
Okay. It's not that. Then.
New Orleans is famous for the name Ross. Is
Ross, Wright, Lee, or Getty, not Lee. I think Getty Lee, because there wasn't a tomb key up in the grandma's attic, was there?
Gabriel.
Sorry, Grandma, I can't have time to talk. I gotta
Nice to see you.
go do your stuff.
that doesn't seem to work.
I'm going up the attic.
Enjoy your...
Have fun.
That box of knick-knack, an elaborate mechanical clock. It doesn't seem to be running at the moment. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. Using that on the clock. Using that on the clock. The key should stay with the clock. The key doesn't open. A ring of 6 symbols surround the face of the clock. A sword. A ring.
Okay.
It's the minute hand. It's the minute hand.
So I need to find a second hand and a... Or do these do any?
The ring of symbols does not appear to have any mechanical... Why move that part of the clock?
What the hell's...
Nothing. Nothing. The face of the clock.
Yeah, so I gotta set it to a time. Alright, what time? Shit.
Why move? Nothing happened.
I don't think that...
The trunk and some old...
Aren't those just...
And the bun...
So, no, not this one. Want this. Grandma.
Tell me something about Granddad.
Your He worked his way through school.
Tell me something.
Your granddad supported me. Maybe that was why he had the worst luck with jobs. Harrison was only 36 when he died. Your father was 8 years old at the time.
I'm sorry, Gran.
I know.
I think I got caught there. I'm about to fall asleep. Well, that's weird. Yeah, something with the clock. I thought I was missing the second hand or something, but it looks like that's all there. I need to pick a time and then I guess wind it and set the right symbol to whatever. I don't know. I mean, the symbols. What are the symbols again? Damn it. Yep, okay. Play.
And he laughed.
Yeah. Nope, that's wrong. Nope, stop that.
A ring of 6 symbols surround the face of the clock. A sword, a sun, an angel, a noose, an eclipse, and a dragon.
Okay, so I wrote all that crap down. I don't know if that'll help at all. I did. Yeah.
The hand.
Do I really have to go? That's kind of funny.
Nothing happens.
That's gonna go pop up. Okay, so yeah, I probably have to talk to Granny. Let's leave here. Alright, let's save it. Yeah, what directory is it? What's that on? Anyway. Alright, well, we found some stuff, but not really. I don't know, I'm still I had to redo what I'd already done, otherwise I might be a little bit further, but that's not the case. So a little bit further than where I did last time, but you guys will never see that because I'm going to delete it. There's just no point in watching them both. But alright, thanks for watching. We'll do some more later. But until then, as always,